Hey friend, welcome to your August monthly reading. This year is a significantly transformational year, so I also include a high level, what I call Astrological Zen-ergy monthly overview. And that just tells us the planetary energies that Spirit wants to share and kind of pinpoint and focus on. I also have some intermittent videos here and there throughout the months talking about different astrological energies and how to maintain the most zen as we ride those astrological energy waves like retrogrades, etc. This card reading is for wherever this zodiac sign energy appears in your chart. Could be your sun, your moon, your rising sign, Mars, Venus, wherever. And here's a quick reference of what planet generally rules over what area of your life. So if you're wanting additional information on a specific area of your life, you can check that out as well. These monthlies are normally out about 2 weeks before the beginning of the following month, so you can make the most of that astrological energies. And my YouTube channel members actually have advanced access to these and other videos that I post weekly, monthly, and quarterly, like the solstice and equinox 3-month readings. Information on YouTube membership is available at my website at bruttazen.com. Alrighty then. Well, we'll jump in and take a look first at the Astrological Zen-ergy for the month of August. But if you've watched multiple of these videos and you want to leap ahead to the reading portion, timestamps are in the description box down below. Let's start by looking at the energy that we're coming into the month with that's already existing. Got a lot going on. We got Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, and Chiron all in the middle or within their full retrogrades. We also have Uranus and Jupiter who are in their pre-shadow of their retrogrades, which means we're already beginning to feel this energy rising, though at a less intense level than we'll feel once they go full-blown retrograde. And in August, you might already be feeling the energy of the eclipses that are coming up, which we'll talk about in a moment. I know, a lot of reflective energy going on. But, we're built for it, right? Now, I have Zen-ergy videos that I've posted for these specific retrogrades and just retrogrades in general. If you want to check out the Zen-ergy playlist, which I have listed in the description box of the video down below and also linked at the end of the video. All right, so what new astrological energy is coming in for August? On August 4th, Mercury goes full retrograde. It's been in its pre-shadow since July 17th, so we already have feeling this. And, Mercury goes retrograde about 3 to 4 times a year, and it lasts about 3 weeks each time. So, we're used to it, going in and out of that Mercury retrograde. But it does start in Virgo when it goes at full retrograde on August 4th, but it will flow backward into Leo on August 16th. Mercury spends about 2 to 3 weeks in each sign, but can change faster during a retrograde because it's speeding up and going back and forth. But, because it is the closest planet to the sun and it's just a little larger than our moon. And because it's closer to the sun, its orbit is so much faster than the other planets, including Earth. It only takes 88-ish Earth days for Mercury to orbit the sun, compared, of course, to our 365-ish days. And then within the same month, we actually will go direct in Mercury, August 28th, still back in Leo, but it's moving forward, so it goes back into Virgo on September 10th, and actually ends its post-shadow on September 11th. A Virgo Mercury retrograde brings a highly kind of analytical inward reflection energy. And Virgo can be all about self-analysis and embracing the awareness of potential, focused on making the most of that potential. And every sign, of course, has a lower expression and higher expression. The lower vibrational expression of Virgo can express itself as attempted intellectual manipulation of another person, or kind of taking part in backbiting or maybe even gossiping, right? Mercury in Leo brings in a draw to go socialize and gather with friends with a focus on creativity, celebration, and self-expression. Leo, being a fixed sign, who they prefer to avoid change. So if we've formed opinion, we'll likely not be opening up to changing it during that time period of August 16th to September 10th. So if you feel a bit of stubbornness during that time, you know why. Now, we've covered Mercury retrograde energy in a previous video, so check out that for details on how to ground yourself for this powerful spiritual energy. And links, of course, to the Zen-ergy playlist will be in the description box of the video and at the end of this video as well. Now, on August 4th, we have Leo New Moon also hitting us. So yay, New Moon energy. Time for planting after we got rid of some stuff out of our life garden with the last full moon a couple of weeks ago. And this can be a productive time to connect with your authentic self, tap in to your passions, align with that element of fire. It can also be a time to reset your intentions, your goals, and your desires, and to make a fresh start. Some great ways that we can use this brilliant new moon energy is like work on a project that you're passionate about. Pour your energy and light into creative expression some way, somehow. And change your perspective of life. Come at it through the eyes of a child. Like the Fool card in the tarot, where there aren't boundaries and rules and restrictions, but you can see the world through the eyes of possibilities. And with Leo new moon and all new moons, you actually have 10 new moon wishes every new moon. So make sure to check out the pick a card that I post the week of or before the new moon, because we talk about how to make the most of those 10 new moon wishes. And around August 6th, even before, eclipse energy can be impacting us, like I mentioned in the intro. Are you feeling the heat of the eclipses already? Eclipse energy begins to return in the month of August, being the most intense in September and October, and then calming down in November. This eclipse season actually includes 2 eclipse cycles. The second to the last of the Aries-Libra eclipse cycle. They do a little dance, they started that in 2023, and it goes through the first half of 2025. But we're also starting a new eclipse polarity of Virgo Pisces. September 17th is the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, and then October 2nd is the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. And with the eclipses in Libra and Aries, we've been learning to release lower vibrational attitudes of people-pleasing and codependency, bringing in some radical honesty and transforming our self-worth, strengthening belief in ourselves, and standing by that belief with integrity and authenticity. So this eclipse energy speeds us along on this path and allows space for us to change course towards things and relationships that are more in alignment with our higher selves. But moving into the eclipse energy of Virgo and Pisces, with the emphasis this time on Pisces full moon energy this year, the focus can be in areas of emotional release, more self-awareness, like we need more of that, right? But relationship with money and possessions, and of course, relationships with humans. So I'm planning on having a separate Zen-ergy video on this eclipse energy. And I do have an eclipse guide video already existing in my Astrological Zen-ergy playlist, if you want to check that out as well. August 8th, we have the Lionsgate Portal. Now, the Lionsgate Portal occurs each year, usually between around July 28th to August 12th, with August 8th being the peak day. It's It's a time when the Earth, the Sirius star, and Orion align in the Leo constellation with the Sun being in Leo. So it creates this cosmic alignment that some say unlocks a gateway of powerful energy. And this energy is said to be full of positive energy and open to hearing people's aspirations. I'll be having a special pick a card that should be posted on July 24th, giving 8 choices of 8 different gates to see what energy this is bringing in for you. And this energy impacts us from each lion's gate to each lion's gate. So it will be something that will influence you, or the energy that will exist around you until next year's Lion's Gate. So stay tuned. Again, my YouTube channel members will have advanced access to that as well. August 19th, we have an Aquarius full moon, which is also a super moon and a blue moon. I know, boom, boom, boom. You know, in July, we had a second full moon 2 months in a row in Capricorn, which technically can make the second one on June 21st a blue moon. And now we have a very rare second blue moon twice in a row. So this can only happen when 2 of the 3 commonly used definitions of what makes a blue moon happen in a row. So the 3 things, just for education purposes, I did not know this until I just read about this. But the first thing is the second full moon in a zodiac sign, which was this one, June 21st, where we had Capricorn twice in a row, 2 full moons. Usually it goes, through the zodiac, but because of the planetary alignments and all of that, we actually had Capricorn twice. The second definition is if you have a second full moon in a calendar month, so 2 full moons within the month. And then the third one is more the astronomical definition of a seasonal blue moon, which is the third full moon of an astronomical season that has 4 full moons. And it happens between the summer solstice and the fall equinox. So this one is the August 19th blue moon. Full moon energy can be used to focus on important actions, especially ones related to the areas of life ruled by the sign that the full moon is in. So for an Aquarius full moon, it can be a great time to participate in group brainstorming sessions, work on technology, scribe your biggest dream visions. The star card in the major arcana of tarot is Aquarius energy, which rolls over the authentic dreams of our high heart. So the blue moon energy, intensified by also being a super moon, can assist us in majorly expanding the progress and the energy toward these dreams. So we can make the most of this energy by going big, right? Go big or go home. But make sure to also check out the pick a card for this full moon. That will come out about a week before, as this will help you make the most of the release energy of this full moon as well. And then August 22nd, we go into Virgo season, so happy birthday, all you Virgo sun babies. So we move from this vibrant, childlike, excited, sometimes excessive energy of Leo into the Sun and Virgo energies on August 22nd. Mercury is also in Virgo until August 16th, and then again September 10th through September 16th. And Venus joins them August 6th through August 29th, bringing an opportunity to organize and ignite efficiency to our daily experience with new routines that can bring great joy. It's a feeling of getting back to basics as well. Virgo is a big thinker. So this energy points to focus and discipline, can often bring our attention to health or daily needs of ourselves or others, even including pets and other animals. Virgo rolls over that house where pets exist too. I do create a pick a card around each sun season change, including a bonus 3-month forecast for the sun babies for that season. So be sure to check that out when it comes out around a week before. All right, so those are the basic energies that I felt led by Spirit to share that we'll all face as a collective. But of course, depending upon your specific individual birth chart, the impact of each planet and aspect can vary by individual. We're all amazing soup that has flavors that are activated differently when they react to the astrological energy that trickles upon the earth. And of course, as I mentioned, I will have different pick-a-card videos each week that I usually will talk about a lot of the different, more specifically, as we get closer to those days. So keep an eye out for those. Now, let's see what August messages Spirit has for you through the Oracle and the Tarot. All right, Scorpios, or for any of you that have Scorpio anywhere in your birth chart, this is for you for the month of August. And what I do is I take a tarot deck. I split up the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. This month I'm using the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce. And this will be overall energy for the month along with this oracle. And then we'll dive into the minor arcana, which represent the 4 different areas of the human adventure. So first we'll start here and see what's the overall energy that Spirit's wanting all Scorpios to know. So let's take a look here and see. So right, this is the one right here. And you have the Death card. So beautiful endings and beginnings. We got a lot of eclipse energy that's happening, a lot of ending and beginning energy, a lot of retrogrades and reflection. So this is not surprising, but and then of course being your your energy, I'm not surprised by this at all. So it's ruled by Pluto, it's Scorpio, death and rebirth. You are the masters of transformation. You start off as a scorpion, then you transform into a snake, and then you transform into an eagle, and then a phoenix. So you are used to endings and beginnings and transformations, and sometimes significant ones. So it is a month of significant transformation with major arcana coming in. And let's see what archangel from the 22 Archangels Oracle is going to accompany you during this adventure. So let's see here. What archangel, please? Okay. For Scorpio for the month of August. Who's going to be watching over? All right, here we go. And you have Raphael, clarity of vision. And be willing to see things differently to initiate healing and experience wholeness. So difference, ending of old ways of looking at things and beginning of new ways of looking at things. Very much supported here. Let's see what else Raphael brings in here. Oops. Oh. It helps if I spell it right. So Raphael's name means God heals, and he's the archangel who's associated with health and healing. The book of Tobit, I think is how you spell it, Tobit, relates that he once disguised himself as a human in a congregation and was able to heal a man on the side of the road from sickness and blindness. The sickness and blindness are considered to be metaphorical, referring to the idea that Raphael healed how the man felt about a particular situation and shifted his perspective. It's for this reason that he's looked upon as a guide to help us heal on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Spiritual vision isn't only about developing the ability to see spiritual beings or energies, it's also about developing the openness to see from a higher perspective. With this card, you're being encouraged to see your current situation differently. This isn't about right or wrong, it's about developing the compassion and composure to pay attention to the experiences and input of those around you and see things from a different point of view. Right now, angels of light are flying above you. inviting you to look at your world through their eyes. Be open to the idea that even if there's a part of your life that doesn't make sense currently, there are greater workings in place that will lead you to understanding and contentment. If you're feeling unsettled about a situation that you care deeply about, realize that the real work begins when you move beyond the limitations of your instincts and trust in the divine plan that is unfolding before you. If you have health concerns at this time, the angels are guiding you to be more open to information, feedback, and support. Wow, what a way to start off here. I feel like because it talked about the 4 different areas, they said the physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental. That's the 4 elements that we're about to go into with the minor arcana. So I feel like they're going to give you different perspectives of 4 different areas, starting off with the fire element, which is the suit of wands, which is the spiritual. It is the overall energetic experience in the month of August, but it's your initiative, your passion, your inspiration as well. So let's see here. What do they want you to know about your element, your fiery experience in the month of August here? So you have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is very powerful energy. It's a lot like the Emperor, where this is about, the perspective change is that you're not a baby in the back of a car being driven by spirit in the crater just along for the ride. You are, it's like this is entrepreneur energy, kingly energy, whether you're male or female or how you identify. This is the divine masculine, highest expression, your higher self even, that comes in here, and that you are not that baby in the back seat. You're you're driving the bus. It's not even a car, it's a bus that you're driving, and you're deciding where we're going and what you're doing in your life. The creator is your co-pilot in charge of their conditioning and handing out the snacks and plugging in the destination into the navigation system, into the GPS. Where are they getting the destination from? Your energy. Whatever you focus on is where they're like, oh, you want to go there? All right, I'll plug it in. Follow the directions. They're just following our lead. And then our spiritual posse is like a bunch of dogs, a bunch of puppies, when you say you want to go for a ride, and they're like, oh my God, and they go crazy and do the little zoomies where they run. They're all excited. They don't care where we're going as long as we're going for a ride. And so they're in that bus, the back of the bus, just supporting us in whatever way we want. But this is about stepping into your power. We'll also pull from the Blue Messiah reading cards here. And let's see what else they want you to know about your fiery energy, the fire element, your energetic experience. All right. Yep, that is your card. So you got planetary shifts. So your world is a changing here. Master number 22 coming in here, which is significant with this too, because like master number 11 is you experiencing the human side of things. Just kind of disconnected from the higher realms, which is what we go through in our earlier life, like not remembering who we are. Oh my God, what is all this stuff? Experiencing fear to the max and all that human experience. But then master number 22 is connecting to our higher self. We're realizing we're so much more than the human, and that we are this powerful, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love that is the actor behind the character. And then master number 33, which is the next step, is you join together your human and your higher self and walk hand in hand. Instead of feeling like you have to destroy your shadow, you actually complete your shadow by giving it what it's hungry for, the unconditional love essence of who you are. So I love this. Let's see what else comes in here. It says, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. That's from Jimi Hendrix. We are living in a transitioning world where there are many uncertainties. Time is speeding up, and many people are sensing great shifts in the Mother Earth's vibrational frequencies. This card serves as a guide to assist you through the changes within your energy body as Gaia moves through her own spiritual evolution. As the paradigms of the old world pass, right, endings and beginnings, and the beginnings of the new world emerges, the clash between the planetary mind and the heart can be felt. Resistance to move forward and merge with the peace and harmony of the heart can bring forth fear and controlling forces that create disharmony and the lure of illusionary distractions that target the mind. Dear one, just as Mother Earth makes her transitional journey into the heart, so too do you move through these changes. If your mind is distracting you from moving forward with your heart, it is time to make a choice, heart or mind. There will come a time when both your mind and heart will coexist and work together as one. However, to get there, one must first surrender in entirety to the inner stirrings of the heart. And when you follow your heart without the restraints of the mind, you align your energy with love that individually and collectively transforms the world in unity and peace. Beautiful. And we'll get into the mind and heart here in a moment. Now, the chakra this deals with is both the solar plexus and the heart chakra, so stepping into your personal power, but also into your heart. Exercise you can do is spend time in nature and connect to the heart of Mother Earth. And by doing this, you will strengthen your connection to your own heart. Affirmation for the card: when I follow my heart, I am open, willing, and courageous in all that I do. Beautiful. I love it. But next, before we get into the mind and the heart, we're going to get into the earth element energy, which is the suit of pentacles. And where those three that we're going to all talk about are all about the inner world, this is the only one about the outer world. The other characters on stage with us, you know, Master number 11, like I talked about, it's our human experience. It's our bodies, the props on stage, everything on the outside. So this will be what the creator and spirit wants you to know about your mental adventure. Not mental, your physical adventure, sorry. In the month of August. All right. Evidently I want to get into the mind, right? So you have the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest moving knight out of them all, even though this talked about time speeding up. When times feel like they're moving slow, it happens on purpose, for us to be able to connect higher, to raise our love vibration. Because when we're doing what we've always done and having that lower vibrational fear experience, we're drawing in, relationships and experiences and people that match that. And so while we're getting the opportunity here to, expand and have these endings and beginnings and the transformation that's coming from all this, it's like they slow it down so we don't draw in things so fast, so that as we raise our love vibration, that will eventually speed things back up and we'll draw in higher vibrational things. So with this shift, this ending and beginning, they're like, trust the seasons, there's 3 months, well, sometimes other places there's like 1.1 seasons, right? I know when I lived in Texas in San Antonio, you have summer and then you have spring. Like fall and winter, what's that? But normally there's 3 months of spring, 3 months of summer, 3 months of fall, 3 months of winter. There's a time for everything. And this is about being patient, knowing that everything unfolds at the perfect timing and the perfect speed in the outside world. But we don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out. So as you go through this change on the inside, you will see it get out to the outside world. It's just going to take a little bit more time for that. We're also going to look at the Earth Magic Oracle. Let's see what else they want you to know about your physical adventure. All right, I do want this one right here. And you've got so winter solstice. So exactly as I was saying, this is trusting the winter. This is the period of reflection. the ending and beginning. The winter months is like known as the death period, where everything dies, just to prepare for spring, for the life to burst forward here. So here's that ending that comes in here. And let's take a look here and see what the winter solstice wants to tell you here. So this midpoint of winter is not only the shortest day of the year, here's that timing feeling short, but also the longest night. The world is very still and the land dormant. Various festivals of light are celebrated and have been for thousands of years, serving as a reminder that the light will indeed return. So throughout many cultures, there are tales describing this time as the birth of the archetypal Sun King, including the Christian story of Jesus' birth, representing the hope of renewal from the darkest period of the solar cycle. This image portrays a simple yet powerful representation of the winter solstice. We see a clear reflection of the snowy woods on the still, frozen waters of the lake. The blue tint drapes the scene with an even greater sense of quiet and solace, inviting us to walk very softly, lest we disturb the intense yet gentle grace of this scene. The reflection of the trees on the frozen lake reminds us that this is a time for us to go inside to both our physical shelter as well as our internal world, and there contemplate the season that has passed, the season that is, and the seasons yet to come. It's just, they had me talk about the seasons and boom, there we are, right? So the message that the winter solstice brings you is review the past year and ask yourself what the most important lessons you've had to learn are. What have you accomplished? And what dreams and visions you want to manifest in the upcoming year? And whether it's been a relatively smooth ride or a challenging series of events, acknowledge your experience as being the work of Source, no matter what your judgments, fears, or joys are. Honor whatever has happened over the previous several months with gratitude and forgiveness, and then let go. Allow yourself some solitude so you can spend some quiet, slow time in reflection. Once you feel complete, reflect on your present life, especially focusing on what you're grateful for. And when you're finished, consider what is to come. All the different possibilities and potential that exist before you. Allow your imagination to roam without limitation or ambition and see what shows up. Notice how you feel in your body with whatever scenario plays out in your mind. These are previews of that which is gestating and can manifest and grow when cared for properly. Patience and stillness is called for here, for just as the earth cycles have their own pace, so does this cycle, right? Here's the pace. Have patience, knowing and trusting divine timing, right? All right. And then now we're moving into the air element, the suit of swords, which is our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our expectations, our communication. So this will be, what Spirit wants you to know about your mental adventure during the month of August. So for Scorpios, what would you like them to know? All right. That's your mental adventure. And you've got the Eight of Swords. Yeah. Leaving behind the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve you. Those that made you feel blinded and trapped and restricted. And 8 is a good movement number. It's flowy. So it's that you are moving beyond, the old ways of thinking. Here's that, death and rebirth. Think of 8s as like 4 on each side that allows this beautiful mental flow in the middle. So you are leaving some old mindsets behind when it comes to this and that transformation piece that comes in. So definitely, as you're going throughout this month, you're going to have things that bubble up from the surface and go, oh, that's right. When I believe that, that's how I feel. And I want to look at that. I'm going to step back, take a big deep breath, not react to it. I'm going to sit in it and question it and go, oh, that's why I believe that. But that's not true. I have access to the higher truth that sets me free, right? Then we'll also pull here from the Healing with the Fairies Oracle. See what else they want to know, what they want you to know about your mental adventure. So let's take a look here and see what they have here. You got body movement. Look at all those fairies. Beautiful card there. Again, all these blues that are coming in these cards, I love it. So, one of the things that helps us get out of our head, and I think did it mention in here? It might have mentioned in another reading, but it's, when we want to get out of our head, if we get activated, if we get moving, that brings us back to the moment, which takes us out of the future and out of the past. Because if we're walking uphill or moving, we're paying attention to what's going on in the moment. And this body movement helps us, get out of our heads and more into our heart, which is, I'm sure, where we're going to end up here. But this says your body wants to express itself through movement. Listen to your body, and it will tell you what type of movement that it craves. Your physical body has its own life force and intelligence, and it's part of the same elemental kingdom as the fairies. In both childlike and demanding, as well as mature and insightful. This card indicates your body's wisdom and asks that you honor your body's need for exercise and movement. Spend a moment asking your body what type of movement that it desires. Does it want cardiovascular conditioning, such as jogging, a peaceful walk in nature, stretching and meditative activities in a yoga class, dancing to music? Listen to and follow through with your body's answer. The affirmation for this is, I lovingly pay attention to my body's needs. I love that. And then we move into the final element, which happens to be your element, which is the element of water, and the suit of cups. And this is, of course, emotions. So this will be what emotional adventure spirit wants you to know about. Nothing to fear. It's where you live and breathe, right? So you're like, emotions. Ha! You do not scare me. So let's take a look here. You do get two, though, coming out here. So let's take a look and see what these are. So first you have the Knight of Cups. So the pursuit of the Holy Grail, the quest for the Holy Grail that comes in here. And the Eight of Cups. You have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is leaving behind emotions that no longer serve you and movement towards something that's more in alignment with your higher dream. So there is this movement of thought and emotion that comes in with these cards here. And that's in alignment with everything that it's been talking about, leaving behind the old, the flow of emotion, the flow of thought, taking you into a new direction. So I like that for you. We're gonna end your reading here with the Celebration of Love Oracle, and since it's the last card, it can still be about the emotions. But it can also be a wild card, whatever else Spirit wants you to know. So for Scorpio, what's your final message here? All right. Nope, they didn't want those or those. Choices. It's about choices, right? You get to choose your stories. You get to choose your emotions. Let's see here. All right, and there's this one right here. And you have healing of the nature kingdom, and you got abundance. So all this emotional healing. Sorry for the glare there. There's a little better picture. The swan, transformational, starts off as like the ugly duckling, right? It turns into something so different than it was thinking that it was going to be, right? People usually that find baby swans don't realize they think it's a duck or something else, and then you're like, wow. And this is this death and rebirth energy of Scorpio. So this image celebrates the plant kingdom and how it sustains us with food, utility, and clean air. The plant kingdom of this planet calls for us to responsibly care for it as we care for our own bodies by nourishing, protecting, and loving it. Appreciate the plant kingdom by planting a tree, making a donation to an environmental group, or just take a gratitude inventory of how plants and plant products enhance and nourish your life. Commit to using resources wisely, and there will be your abundance will lie. The special message says you're being inspired to take better care of your body and its health. Bring more organic produce into your diet. Check out and have plant-based therapies such as aromatherapy, essential oils, etc. in your life. Spend more time out in nature. So a good time here when we're talking about, this getting out of our head. Getting out into nature also helps us clear our head, get out of our head and into our hearts as we connect to, the spirit world and connect to Earth, Mother Earth energy coming in as well. So I love all this happening for you. So a big transformational month for you, and a lot of reflection, a lot of movement, because you have body movement. It feels like it's important for you here. We've got some Virgo energy, of course, that's coming in August, which is all focused on the body too. And a lot of the eclipses and some different things involve that energy. So body focus and being aware of it is important for you as well with all of this energy. But I love this for you, and that's what they have for you, Scorpios, for the month of August. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support. And as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.